You are turning in 10 minutes of BPTV News, brought to you by Bình Phước Television Station and Newspaper. I'm with you with the latest news for today. Promoting digitalization in the agricultural sector. Bình Phước and Hậu Giang share experience in female category work. Green economy, digital economy breakthrough of Vietnam China ties. Vietnamese paintings impress breeders, audiences, and collectors. On the afternoon of May 14, the Ministry of Agriculture and Rural Development held a hybrid conference on promoting digitalization in the agricultural sector. Present at the conference were Deputy Prime Minister Trần Lưu Quang and representatives from cities and provinces nationwide. Vice Chairwoman of the Bình Phước Provincial People's Committee, Trần Tuyết Minh, and leaders of relevant provincial departments and branches were also in attendance.
Agriculture is one of 8 industries prioritized for digital transformation and has recently promoted the application of digital technology in production, processing, and product marketing. Encouraging results have been recorded: workplace productivity, food safety and hygiene, environmental protection, and the competitiveness of farming products have all improved. Vietnam now has 290 agricultural digital technology enterprises. More than 2 million farming households have received in-depth training on digital transformation applications. In particular, many agricultural products are being sold and marketed on e-commerce platforms, where the number of transactions are constantly increasing. Addressing the conference, Deputy Prime Minister Trần Lưu Quang recognized and praised the initial results in digitalizing the agricultural sector. Technological infrastructure is not yet uniform between localities and related institutions are not yet synchronized, the Deputy Prime Minister said. He requested that the Ministry of Agriculture and Rural Development coordinate closely with the Ministry of Information and Communications to soon complete action plans focusing on building digital platforms and databases. The Deputy Prime Minister also asked relevant parties to identify comprehensive solutions, promptly address problems, and create drivers to boost the process of digital transformation and digital application in the agricultural sector in a steadfast and effective manner.
A delegation of the Women's Union of Hậu Giang Province held a working session on May 14 with the Women's Union of Bình Phước Province on female category work in Bình Phước Province.
The work of female cadres has recently received attention from party committees, authorities, departments, and branches in Bình Phước. The proportion of women participating in party committees at all levels is on the rise, thanks to the increasing attention paid to planning for female cadres in general and women's unions cadres in particular. There are currently 1256 female leaders and managers in the province, accounting for nearly 34% of the total. Among these are 63 key female leaders at the provincial level, 643 at district level, and 124 at the commune level. The number of women participating at the provincial party committees is currently 14, at the district level 89, and at the commune level 405. Representatives at the meeting from the 2 provinces exchanged and shared their experience on female cadre work, such as promulgating guidelines and policies and implementing local policies on training female officials, among others.
On the afternoon of May 14, Ho Chi Minh City Television, in coordination with the Bình Phước Provincial Border Guard, held a meeting to present gifts to people in border areas in Bình Phước Province. This was part of the Return to the Old Battlefield One Border Sentiments program, funded by the Share a Heart Fund of Ho Chi Minh City Television and the Border Guard Command, Southern Permanent Agency.
At the meeting, the Share a Heart Fund presented 200 gifts worth 200 million Vietnam dong to disadvantaged households in Lộc Hòa and Lộc An communes in Lộc Ninh district and awarded 100 scholarships of 1 million Vietnam dong each to local students who have overcome difficulties to study well. The program also donated 100 rubber pillows to encourage soldiers in the Bình Phước Provincial Border Guard. Though not significant, the gifts contributed to sharing the difficulties with people in Long district and were encouragement to the officials and soldiers of the bodyguard, while also helping strengthen solidarity among local people.
Prime Minister Phạm Minh Chính on May 14 chaired a seminar with representatives from 19 Chinese groups specializing in the green economy and digital economy.
Prime Minister Pham Minh Chinh expressed his belief that economic investment trade cooperation, especially in green economy and digital economy, will be a driver and a breakthrough of the Vietnam-China relationship. The leader said the meeting, the first of its kind, aims to materialize high-level perceptions reached by Party General Secretary Nguyen Phu Trong and Party General Secretary and President of China Xi Jinping, who agreed to build the Vietnam-China community with a shared future. It also demonstrates the importance the Vietnamese government attaches to Chinese businesses and its support to foreign investors, including those from China, he added. Chin briefed the participants on Vietnam's socio-economic situation and investment environment, and its foreign investment attraction orientations, saying the country expects to lure quality investments from China. The Vietnamese government always encourages Chinese enterprises to expand their investment in the areas where they have strengths and Vietnam has demand. Participants shared the view that the Vietnam-China relationship is growing more intensively, practically, and comprehensively, with two-way trade reaching nearly $172 billion last year. China ranks sixth among the 146 countries and territories investing in Vietnam, with 4,418 valid projects worth more than $27.6 billion as of March 2024.
The United Nations Human Rights Council's Universal Periodic Review Working Group on May 10 adopted Vietnam's national report under the Council's fourth cycle. The report, as well as Vietnam's achievements in human rights, have received positive remarks.
The report of the Universal Periodic Review Working Group acknowledged Vietnam's national report, the content of dialogue held on May 7, and 320 recommendations made by 133 countries. The recommendations covered many fields, including perfecting the legal system, policies on human rights, promoting socio-economic development programs, working on poverty reduction, ensuring the rights of vulnerable groups, supporting minority ethnic groups, and ensuring gender equality, among others. Deputy Foreign Minister Do Hung Viet reinstated the importance of the Universal Periodic Review mechanism, saying that the implementation of its recommendations throughout the review cycle supports Vietnam's efforts to promote and protect human rights. Over the past decade, Vietnam's poverty reduction efforts have been remarkably successful, evidenced by the continuous rise in its Human Development Index. Impressively, Vietnam has maintained an average Human Development Index growth rate of 1.36% over the last 30 years, placing it among the highest globally. Vietnam stands out as one of the first 30 countries worldwide and the first in Asia to adopt a multidimensional poverty standard, which ensures a minimum standard of living and addresses gaps in access to basic social services. Key vulnerable groups such as people with disabilities, ethnic minorities, and those living with HIV remain central to the implementation of the party's directives and the state's policies and laws. Vietnam consistently prioritizes the protection and promotion of human rights, placing people at the core, goal, and driving force of its reform agenda. This commitment is reflected across the constitution, legal framework, and socio-economic development strategies. Vietnam is a signatory to 7 out of 9 major international human rights treaties.
Paintings from 14 Vietnamese artists were showcased at the recent art fair in London, leaving a strong impression on art lovers in the UK and from around the world.
The Affordable Art Fair is a prestigious annual international exhibition held in the UK with a 25-year history. On display at this year's event were approximately 1,000 contemporary artworks from 100 galleries, both in the UK and around the world. The art fair features a wide range of art forms, including wood-burned artworks, sculptures, photography, prints, multimedia art, and AI-driven art. 3 Vietnamese galleries displayed paintings from 14 Vietnamese artists. The fair also hosted numerous interactive activities, discussions, and updates on contemporary art trends, attracting thousands of artists. The artworks were carefully assessed by the fair's curators. Their approval indicates the high quality of Vietnamese artworks and highlights the commercial potential of their work in the UK and globally.
That was 10 minutes of BPTV News. To watch the news again, you can download BPTV Go or visit our website and YouTube channel. Thanks for watching and see you next time.